The journey to all of this was built on so much. I'm an Indoma breed, and a lot of people do not know that. Yes, I'm an Indoma girl from Benue State. Mind you, we're amazing people, hospitable. We have amazing food. This food owner, I know they actually joke. We have amazing food. I'm coming from a very simple family, an only child, trying to be an extraordinary girl. I have a very, very, very tight circle. Anybody who knows me knows that I love to have people around. I'm a girl's girl. My friends are amazing people. I value friendship a lot. All my life I've been alone, an only child. I love my friends because we're synergy. Iron sharpeneth iron. Those are the kind of friends I keep. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. I'm sure they even miss me right now that I'm not around because I'm always a vibe. I mean, I'm very sure I've been seeing some of my in this video. I mean, realizing that I was going to be on the show, if I was going to take a step further, I had a very traumatic accident about a few months ago. Something I don't really like to talk about. That people, like humanity, know what they're doing to you. When people wrong you, they know. Take them as they are. Don't try to give them an image of who you think they should be in your head. I do not like to put myself in compromising situations with people in general, family, friends, whatever it may be. We can be friends, we can be family, but maybe from afar. You know, when you set off boundaries on people you actually genuinely love, it's quite difficult sometimes. You think I can't express myself in pidgin? I really like chop better native rice. You see that kind of native rice where they say, when you chop them, you go need like that big size of push and down. That kind of native rice with better scent leaf, diced goat meat inside. Eat that one. Thank me later. Thank me later. What are you looking at? You can go.
And that's on Up Close and Personal with Joanna. Yeah guys, hey babies, welcome back babies. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Make sure your notification bell is steadily on. Also do not forget to give me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. So I came across that video of Joanna and I thought it was to bring it right here for the Joanna I said shippers. You guys, I have a lot to chase you all because of the drama going on in Biggie's house, but we're gonna take it bit by bit. What a season it has been, just how many days in Biggie's house. So for Joanna lovers, those who love the Benue State baby girl, you know, this is for you guys, Up Close and Personal with Joanna. And then I came across this picture of Isabella and her child. I could not stop doing, oh, you know, they're so adorable. The kid is so cute. I mean, her son is so cute. And I've been, you know, gushing over this picture of herself and her son, you know, looking so sweet and tantalizing. Any which ways, let's enter the main gist while we are here. So you guys, the other morning, I will call that morning because it was during the AMs, right? What's the pretty girl's name again? Sultana had conversation. In fact, should I call them a crew or a clique, right? It had to do with Sultana, Ortega, Faith. Do you know I always call Doris Chichi? If you watch the Level Up season, you would know whom Chichi is. I always call Doris Chichi, honestly speaking. Like some of these housemates, they get to look alike, like some certain persons, you know. So sometimes I call her Chichi. So, but Doris and Sabrina, they have this clique that they have conversation, they know the happenings and everything in the house. They discussed about a whole lot going on in the house, but there is something they discussed about Dede that is literally staring brows on the social space, right? And then they said something about how she's always, Sultana was so focused on how what's it called, Dede is always on makeup, that whatever she's on the surface level and all of that. So because of that, the netizens on the social space begin to ask, what is the actual problem? Like, why would Sultana say all of that about Dede? Now, unlike the usual, people on the social space are reacting in reverse to this, because we all know that the social space is one place where when this housemate do things in the house, people react, right? But this time around, okay, let me read it from Miss Della so that you understand what I'm talking about. It says, you people should not ruin this show for us, please. Who is Dede that Sultana cannot talk about? So because of people were trying to call out on Sultana that, oh, this is so unfair. Why is she talking about her fellow woman like that? That is not good, yada yada yada. And then so many people in their numbers come out to say Sultana should not be dragged. I'm gonna read this from JI. Sultana has the right to talk her mind about any housemate she wants. We are not cancelling anybody this season. Talk your talk, pretty girl. So many people were cheering Sultana on, right? And then some certain people feel like some persons are being selective on the social space. For example, Onyeka stands are keeping tab on the people who literally dragged Onyeka during her season, now supporting such things she did in the house now as their new fave. For example, Biakini says, I like Dede, but I am not about to cancel Sultana because of gossip session. It is a game, let her talk. I don't want a boring show this year, I beg. Everything except buying is allowed. And then Charles, who is an Onyi stars, now said, okay, this person literally now is siding Sultana. But if it was during Onyeka season and she do a thing like this, they were dragging her because of such things, right? So this person says Sultana brought Onyeka's script and I'm seeing some Wani fans already standing her. This would be funny. Guess what? AK is a Sean star, right? So now people were like, this thing is actually funny. You know, I keep saying this thing. I said, what people understand is when it had to do with their fave. It's understandable. But once it's not their fave, they drag it. That is what is playing right now. So people feel like Sultana is literally playing Onyeka's role, you know, currently in the house. But first off, do you guys think she's playing her role? And then they feel like with all the things she has said, if it was during Onyeka season, people would turn out and still call out on her. But now everybody's saying, oh, we don't want the boring season, let her talk her talk. So they feel like the social space aches of bias. Paulo says, some of you saying we should not ruin the show should as the effort, right? Mind you, Paulo is also an Onyi star. Where was this energy last season? You people dragged the only person making the show interesting. Every viewers have the right to give an opinion about a certain housemate and your fave won't be left out. So because of Sultana has got huge margin of fan base on the social space. So the fans are literally people who like her, because I will not really, some are standing her and people who really like her are much, and then they are siding it, and the Onyesta said they will not take this one. You guys literally did this to Onyeka. Her says Sultana has already said like 19 things Onyeka got crucified for. So you can see the Onyestas are still bitter about how their fave was treated during her season, because they feel like people were so much on the girl for whatever gameplay she had. You know, according to the fans, she was the only game player in that house during the No Lose God season. Chime says, guys, meanwhile, that one being said, I would like to hear your 2 cents about all of the drama going on because of that shit, okay? Chime says, let's take a moment to appreciate the team that selected the 10 over 10 housemates. These people don't want to get tired of thanking this team, because each day that unfolds, there is drama going on in Biggie's house. Now, with all the drama strategies going on, right? Kellyrae, the winner of No Lose God season, came out and said, it is safe to say all scripts and strategies have been exhausted apart from the double Ks. Now, you guys know that people have been saying, oh, all strategies have been going on, blah, 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 blah. There is nothing new again this season than to show up fast. And then Kellyrae said his own strategy has never been, you know, off the season, because they are the only ones to play that strategy. And guess what? Many people started dragging him. Somebody said the most. I'm going to skip the U word. Now, I have a question. Do you think he doesn't have the right to brag? To me, I feel like he has the right to brag. Okay. People said, oh, what is the strategy? And the people I am referring to are the Onyi stars. They carry this matter on their head like gala. You know, somebody says waste of 60M, and then he replied waste of com, right? Paulo says, I would never forgive Ebuka. He could have easily announced a wrong name as the winner and saved us from all this rubbish. And then he replied and said, this small boy, do you have an issue with winning? Connect to NSPPD for deliverance. Mind you, these names I am calling the Onyi stars, I know them. I know these names as Onyi stars. I did not just decide to say these are the Onyi stars. They are full Onyeka staunch fans, okay? And then they feel like there are one people that season that they feel like Kellyrae should not even win at all, you know? And they are the one fan base that took that Kellyrae's win so personal. But whichever ways, guys, so this is what is going on the social space. A winner is bragging about his win, which he has the right to, because it is not easy to go to that house, get people who will clamor for votes for you, and then you win the season with huge margin over others. And then you said he should not brag. The man said they've not used a strategy. Why is it a problem? All of this is insult on him. Did he drag your faith? Did he diss anybody? He said his own strategy, because he has been seeing the names flying, saying that all strategy has been used. The housemates just have to up their game. Everything this season should be aura for aura, egusi for egusi, obono for obono. And then the man has come out and say, oh, except the double K strategy. And then people, they para. Why they can't they para, then they para for my winner. Anyway, cheers, guys, this is where I'm dropping it to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Please do not forget to do the needful by liking and sharing this video. Okay, thank you so much for always doing this with me. Bye for now, babies.